borderline not putting up shield at all, other than trying to read you on landing just to punish you for it. So I don't think, oh wow, we actually are going to get the Sora to start things off. So maybe feeling a bit confident in the fact that he can swing on him at disadvantage. He has really good recovery options that he can deal with, but it is going to be kind of tough to track down Sonic overall to get that shield pressure. Let's see if it matters though as we get into game one.
And we'll see how it goes. I like that, though, using the neutral B there, the fire one. I would not be able to tell you the name of it completely.
Fire-Raga.
The Fire-Raga, yeah, as just a means of approaching. It's so safe. It's so, like, you know, also can be, like, plus on shield as well. You can get so much off of it.
Yeah, another great tool in that spell kit as well is that Thundaga. We've seen it quite a bit when it comes to reverse ledge trapping, and he pretty much had it every single time that Gluto was staring him down at the ledge. This is where things can be rough. You see how he's trying to find a short hop aerial to get some damage on. Sonic's just chill back, but he's actually finding a couple gaps, gets the grab, trying to read off, the air dodge down, because that up smash definitely, with how much charge that had, would have killed.
Yeah, so I feel like what a lot of Aaron is doing right now, he is playing just a little bit further back than mid-range, anticipating like how far Sonic could go either from like a side B or a down B. But oh my goodness, Sonic's with a quick F smash to be able to clean it up.
That was a good adjustment too, because he's recognized that Aaron was constantly swinging out of disadvantage, and Sora is very light Dara, so that's going to kill really early.
Yeah. Absolutely. If you can connect those finishing hits, now all of a sudden, once again, you don't have any incentives to play up. You can just play back a little tiny bit, but Sonix is still going to be rushing down Aaron as he just tries to swing and, you know, get him off him.
Yeah, you see, once again, he keeps nairing out of disadvantage because he wants to get something started. If you get the late hit of nair on the landing, you do actually get to confirm off of that. So that's a big reason why we're seeing Aaron go for that often. But he's also trying to find that single hit forward there, which does connect into forward smash or a down tilt, anything. But it's hard to find that because now with Sonic's with a lead, Sonic is one of the best characters with the lead because he forces you to have to play his game. As he's doing this perfectly right now, Aaron definitely having a very hard time finding this hit.
Wow, and I can't actually believe that neutral killed. Oh my goodness, Sora is so light. And that's not going to be taking the stock quite yet. Sonix has been playing a lot of hit and run, getting a hit, then just, you know what, I'm going to go to a safely part, but pushing in a little bit too much onto Aaron's shield there, left a huge opening and good stuff on Aaron on executing on that.
Yeah, the uppy out of shield is very solid for Sora, being able to use that and then Sonic Blade away if you do whiff.
Yep.
So there's a lot of options for him to be able to do that. But that counter, gonna find him an opening, goes for Ed tilt just to push him off stage. What do you do about this ledge trap now? Trying to find a roll on or a jump in early, but Sonic steps out immediately. This is what you have to do with this lead because all you have to do is bait a move.
And that's exactly what Sonix did. He sat there, he waited, he saw the counter come out, I was like, hey, now I'm going to go ahead and get a free hit. Here he is just employing this hit and run strategy again. He just knows, I don't have to worry about any of these hitboxes he's putting out. Nothing can actually threaten me.
Yeah, this is the win condition. You have like when you constantly run up on somebody who has really good shield pressure like Sora, that's a quick way to hold an L. So you have to make sure you keep your approaches safe. But Aaron has a lot of time to work with too. You have to keep it simple. You have to make sure that you don't do anything ridiculous. As you find these small punishes here, you can definitely take a stock out pretty soon with the kill power of Sora. You just have to make sure you don't overextend.
Yeah, and Aaron did not actually find the right hitbox of the falling neutral, I believe it was, and just had to like drop his combo right there. But as soon as Sora is able to get something going, that is amazing damage output. You could loop people until infinity and get those hits.
Exactly. Forcing an air dodge out. Now you have to deal with the spring at the ledge. Does get by. The Sonic Blade gets him, and he rolls to the correct direction. That is a huge up smash, but it does have a small gap where you can get away from it on the platform.
And there it is. That's going to be the back end taking out the stock. Side B, even though, you know, it is a really, really good tool of just getting back onto stage, just being able to mix some stuff up, it has huge vulnerabilities in terms of how active that hitbox is. You can trade with that move incredibly easily as well.
We saw it play out in spades the way that we thought that this matchup might end up going because there's a lot of gaps where Sora can't cover. Sora wants it, like we saw the early Fire-Raga to kind of check him, but the problem is once Sonic sees that that's not there, he feels completely safe. He doesn't have to worry about it. When it's out, it's like, okay, I got to short hop a bit more. I got to use my side B to stall to make sure I could get around that. That was just one opening tool. But you can't pressure shield on Sonic because he's everywhere. So you have to get a smaller stage if you want to stick with the Sora here to make it work. Otherwise, it's probably going to be a 2-0 unless he switches it up. Well, you can see Aaron definitely taking his time.
This is some good music choice.
Oh, I love the music.
It's great. It slaps, absolutely. So, yeah, wow. He's just sticking with Sora all the way. He has so much confidence.
And going ultimate for him right now, trying to pull out the best power that he can. So going here onto small battlefield once again, it's going to be very, actually no, we were just on PS2. Going here to small battlefield, you trying to take a little bit of room away from Sonix here to see if it can work. Lazaga is a good check, but early percent is not going to do much.
just going to be getting that Falaga, which is typically a combo starter, you know, from a little bit further away, but at such close distance. Definitely not going to be plus enough on hit.
I love the fact that the crowd is just screaming every single spell as it goes off, or anytime Sora says something like, take this, like everybody's getting into it. The crowd is still very animated. They're trying to wake up Aaron as much as possible. But here, we play in Nooch, baby. We play in Nooch. We just stare each other down. Because for Sonix, you have to wait. You have to find that opener. But for Aaron, you have to do the exact same thing. You have to get the whip punishes on a Sonic. And he's actually doing so now, finding a couple of these air-to-airs. It's working a bit. He's got to get that lead, though, because last game he lost that first stock, and it just disappeared after that.
Just using the Thundaga as just a means just to keep himself safe a little bit longer. I like that bit of a delay with the side B going in, you know, just trying to auto-snap onto the ledge. Is finally going to be able to make it back on. And Aaron has a pretty, you know, has a slight lead for himself right now.
All right, Aaron is starting to figure some of this out. He has called out almost every single approach that Sonix has had. He's going to get caught by that one. Now you have to watch out for the air dodge. Yeah, you saw him waiting for it, but now the crowd's getting animated right now. They are screaming, let's go, Aaron. They want him to get going right now. Sonix is just trying to find his one window to get that opening here, Dara.
But I feel like every time that Sonix is getting a hit, he is taking it a little bit further than Aaron is as well. Because it's usually able to convert it into something else like that neutral, whereas Aaron is just kind of like swinging for more interactions.
Yeah, the thing with Aaron compared to Sonix, oh, that forward air's not going to do it just yet. Now you got to watch out for your recovery. You stall a bit with the spells, and then you get that up B. You have plenty of time to make it back. Good tech.
Oh my
Gets
goodness.
off. Back off of me. What do you do about the landing? Now you have to get this lead if you want to make sure Sonix doesn't keep his distance.
Oh, that was so good. Just delaying your next option just a little bit, maybe to catch a jump, maybe to catch a spot dodge or a roll.
That was like the last hit of Blizzaga that came through. He was about to take a back air to the back of the head. Oh, there's an up air, catches him out of disadvantage, and Aaron's starting to wake up a bit here.
That finally has a lead for himself, and if he can play back just a little tiny bit, if he can play out of shield, Sonix is going to be struggling to be able to find these ins. Because let me tell you, when a Sora is across the stage, progressing neutral, progressing forward, Thundaga, Falaga all over the place, man, that's tough.
Yeah, Sora has options to delay a bit too. He's got the ability to do that. But Sonic, oh, the aggressive approach with the near off ledge, gets the back throw. Now trying to control ledge here. That's a punish on that. No, it wasn't. Decided to go for a spot dodge read and try and get a bigger combo. You're not dead yet though, because Sora makes it back all the way, except for when you get caught by a homing attack of my own.
That timing on the neutral B was so good from Sonix because he just waited for the first hit of side B to come out, and there is that vulnerability. There is a very, very big, generous window, and if you hit the hitbox too, you're probably also just going to trade with it.
My homing attack is better than yours. That's pretty much what just happened there, but that's another counter on landing. We saw before how Sonix was baiting that out and got the hit. Now Aaron is reacting. He's not anticipating it anymore. That's very important because trying to anticipate too much against a Sonic is exactly how you lose. Except Aaron jumped in his seat. He's trying to wake back up, and this is a huge lead for him right now.
If you're anticipating, you got to do it safely, and you got to do it in ranges that Sonic just can't like sit there, watch you do that, and then hit you for it. Already getting that forward, getting that second one. Oh my goodness.
If he decided to recover a high, that could have been the stock. That back air with that much rage, that deep off stage, could have just stole the lead for Sonix. And we're currently approaching the 3-minute mark. That should lead to a stock. It's not, though. That is a confirmed into the up air just out of range, and he went all the way underneath. But that trade works out in favor of Aaron.
Yeah, and now just taking a second to breathe, just sitting on the platform, all of a sudden what was a good lead has become an excellent lead. Only 30%. Sonic has just not been able to find any big openings.
And this is where Sonic's win condition now starts to diminish because Sonic has to box. Now, Sonic definitely has the ability to do that, but you have a disjoint in the way. You have to deal with this. Look at these. He just keeps putting out aerial hitboxes to check any approach, and he's having a hard time getting back in here as he almost connects on that forward smash.
Just dashing back in place a little bit, maybe trying to catch a jump preemptively, but was able to land onto the platform in time, getting the Thundaga and not able to actually get the up air. That could have been so huge.
I thought he might have just gone for the up B to try and chase him a bit, but Nair into forward air, getting consistent damage. This is looking a bit rough here for Sonix. We might go to a game
dash
3.
dance. What was the point of that dash dance?
Hey, that happened with Teaser. He ended up 3-stocking Teaser in that game when he was doing that. So Aaron is definitely feeling way more confident right now.
Yeah. Oh, but this is such a nasty position to be in against Sonix, but that back air was so smart. He did not get denied by the spring, and now all of a sudden that is Aaron back onto the stage playing the same game as Sonix.
Yeah, you see there's the B reverse into the back air, but he delayed it that time. Up B, you still get to do another one. Sonic blade into the wall, and then holding down on it to make sure you get that hitbox to prevent the ledge trap. That's your jump. Now you got to watch out for these nairs that could lead to a combo.
caught him pressing a little bit too much. Even though some of those hits are going to be safe, sometimes you just got to wait them out. You got to wait for that one big opening, wait for something to get a little bit staled, and then there you can find you out of shield punish. So
Absolutely.
Good patience from Sonix.
And we're getting close to back throw percents too, so you have to watch out here for Sonix if you decide to swing on shield too much. Sora does have that KO throw as well, and eventually up throw too with enough rage. So you have to deal with them as you catch him with a forward smash, but good TI to the corner. You hear the twos going off out in the crowd, and he just went for a homing attack and went too far out. He's going to be able to make it back with the air dodge, trying to dance on him real quick. Does he stun on him? No, he does not get the punish.
Okay. If he hit that, that would have been the coolest moment of this entire set. The fact that he didn't hit it, he looks a little silly now.
Hey, look, to be honest, I love when people get animated on it. I love when someone tries to style on someone because it gets into their head. Going deep off stage, going for the reversal up B, but had to go for the ledge.
Wow.
That up B out of shield might do it, and that at the sub 1 minute mark, Aaron gets us to a game 3 here against Sonix.
And did you just see how generous that hitbox was? Because you could catch him dashing in, you could catch him jumping in, and because of how disjointed it is, you're probably also going to be hitting through whatever attack that Sonic is also going to be pressing in that moment.
And you could hear it, you could feel it. The crowd is behind Aaron right now. Sonix definitely, yeah, it's definitely hard to be the crowd favorite in terms of when you play Sonic, but Sonix is such a good player. The Dominican Republic in general has such a strong scene between Sonix, Capitancito, Sharpie.
Yeah.
There's so many talented players over there, and getting the representation out has been amazing to see. Sonix is a very talented one at that. He's going to make adjustments, so it's going to be on Aaron to read through those adjustments because that game was all his, but a majority of that was because he had a lead. He has to replicate that success. That way he doesn't end up dealing with Sonix once again with a lead. We got a game 3 here, Dara.
These are like both characters that play so well with their respective leads, because as Sonic, you have a lead, and then congratulations, you're fighting Sonic on a presumably big stage, and he's going to be running circles around you, but then it's Sora also similarly with a lead, swinging and pressing buttons with the ability to also combo you if you press in a little bit too far. So this first stock is so important to win between these two players and how they play, not just their characters.
Yeah, well, something that changes now here with this stage too is in the last set, we saw how a couple of those things like forwarders, even I think it was a back air at one point, where Sora normally probably would have died. He did not, but on Town and City, those forwarders off stage from Sonix are going to be much more deadly. So Aaron's got to fight in center stage a whole lot more often, outside of when he gets that lead, but it's going to be a very hard one to get because we're already at 40 seconds and both of them are only at about 30%.
Just finds that up air. Right now, Aaron is doing such an amazing job of just juggling and choking Sonix. That is going to be a huge opening, though I do feel like Sonix could have gotten like a bit of a big punish, but also in that moment it's like, hey, at least I can at least get a hit.
Exactly. Sometimes simplicity is just key. Just adding up the damage over time, because any straight hit equals a couple of aerials for Sora here. Aaron has got a small lead, going for a single hit Sonic Blade, trying to bait an air dodge down. That's a simple trick. It's not something you do too often, but it will catch someone slipping.
Oh, going to be getting that down B, but does not actually find the conversion into the forwarder. Sonix had the right idea, but just drifting in a little bit too far. I like that adjustment to forwarder. Just like seeing that Aaron had already crossed him up, reacted beautifully, finds that back here, not even on Town does that kill.
And you know, if most other characters, that forwarder would have found him off stage, but the ability to stall for Sora is so strong. Drifting around the up B, does get by. You have to watch out for a potential forward smash here. The F tilt's going to be enough, though. Doesn't even need it. Just challenges the Sonic Blade. And now for Aaron, you have to get rid of this stock very quick.
Oh, going to be getting one up here. Does not find another one quite yet. And Aaron whiffing that one, that gave Sonix the opportunity to land back down, just be able to touch ground again. And now all of a sudden, here it is, Sonix with the lead.
Yeah, this is going to be the most difficult part about this. We did see how good Aaron did play, though, in that last game. He was definitely looking way more confident. He does have to find his kill, but the thing is, he's only taking 12%. He has the ability to take a stock very soon off of one good read, one straight back air, and just get this to an even game. He has to make sure that he doesn't get caught on a lot of whiff punishes, though, because that will just make that lead diminish as he gets into this further into this game, as we're already at 4 minutes, 30 seconds.
He's just throwing out all of these specials, trying to maybe catch, you know, a preemptive approach. Sonix is not taking a bait. He has not done any of that. He's just played completely reactively up until now.
Oh, up B, that'll do it. 63% on Aaron is not that large of a lead, but it is a lead. So Sonix would be able to still get him to have to approach. But there is a side B. CFL chants going off in the chat. Excuse me, in the crowd. Probably in the chat too. But what do you do now on your recovery? Tried to reach you going high, but he did not get it. Then there's still not enough.
Oh my goodness, not finding the up air conversion, but it's okay because at the end of the day, Sonix is going to be able to close out the stock with a nicely placed back air. And now with a whole stock lead, this is tough. This is challenging. You need to pull a fast one, and I don't know what Aaron needs to do. I genuinely don't.
And Sonix looking completely unfazed over there, just completely calm and collected. This is what you need to do in these situations. You cannot let frustration get to you. You cannot overcommit here, because the name of the game here is no overextensions. At the moment you do that, that gives Aaron a big opportunity to get a punish. This is very similar to what happened in game 1 as he tries to find him falling up there, cannot get anything to connect.
But look at all these preemptive counters again, once again, just like coming out. Sonix is punishing them over and over. Aaron is struggling.
Yeah, it is very difficult in this spot. As he's getting closed out, this is starting to look very good for Sonix. Going deep off stage, catching him with the up B. Probably going for a drop down back here pretty soon. The up B does get him out of that ledge trap though.
I feel like every single time that Sonix has tried to edge guard Aaron, Aaron was the one that ended up getting a huge opening off of that. Just because of the fact that he was able to tech and then immediately go for the up B. Look at this. Look what's happening. He has turned this into his own edge guard and his own ledge trap, and this is where Sora excels.
Oh, he almost had that forward smash too. Not going to die to that back air, but another mistake like that will lead to the game. Looking for the homing attack, decided to commit to the platform, realizing it was not a good enough position.
Yep.
Single hit Sonic Blade, trying to read something on the landing, but these up Bs out of disadvantage have been so good for Sonix.
I like that use of neutral B just to keep himself safe a little bit longer, and now just stuck at the ledge, waiting a little tiny bit. And finds the up air.
That was a good adjustment because he went for, last time he immediately went for the up B, so he went for one hit to force him to up B because he knew he tried to go for an extension on maybe an up air, but after that, it gave Aaron the opportunity. Back throw could possibly take it here though on Town and City, and it will. That's going to be Sonix taking it here 2-1. That is going to be the end of Aaron's run here in top 24 as Sonix moves forward to play in the qualifier for top 8 against one of the winners in winner's side.
It is, of course, Town City, and Sora is quite light. Back throw is definitely going to be something at that percent that would kill. So really good stuff to Sonix. Aaron, actually, is that it for Aaron?
Yeah, that is it for Aaron. That was
Wow.
loser's side. So Aaron coming like pretty solid with that Sora at the end there. We saw it against Gluto before too. It is definitely improving a lot. It is that he's definitely.
It's a matter of time. It's a matter of time until it starts